Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, so for this week, week 2, we move to chapter 7. Okay, kenapa chapter 7? Chapter 7 and 9 Okay, sebab kita nak buat assignment, okay, by referring this chapter lah, okay, chapter 7 and 9. Okay, so we go to chapter 7 is Introduction to Macroeconomics. Okay. So this is the learning outcomes. Okay, at the end of this class, so the student should be able to understand definition of macroeconomics. Okay, yang ni kita dah belajar masa chapter 1. Okay, macroeconomics refer to a wider scope. Okay, refer to the entire economy. Okay, and also you are able to explain the differences between macro and micro. Itu sama juga, dah belajar dah. And also to discuss objective of macroeconomics. So we want to focus this subtopic lah. Okay, so this is the differences between micro and macro. So I just skip this slide, okay, sebab kita dah already discuss, okay, previous week. Okay, number 1, okay, actually there are five macroeconomic objective. Okay, number 1 is, okay, actually there are 5 macroeconomic objectives. Okay, number 1 is to achieve full employment. Okay, to achieve full employment. Second is to achieve economic growth. Number 3 is to achieve price stability. Number 4, to achieve equitable distribution of income. And last is to achieve equilibrium in balance of payments. Okay, we go one by one. First, we go to achieve full employment. Okay, what is meant by full employment? Okay, actually, full employment does not mean that there is no unemployment or jobless people in the economy. Okay, full employment refers to the when economy should use all its available resources. Okay, it means when all the resources are fully utilized, okay, to attain maximum output. Okay, so maksudnya each country tu dia akan gunakan all the resources like land, labor, capital and entrepreneur more efficiently to attain maximum output. Okay, full employment refers to the level of employment rate where there is no existence of cyclical or involuntary unemployment. Okay, more resources employed, the higher the output of goods and services. When there is unemployment, it means that an available resources is not being used. This indicates inefficiency and a waste of resources. Okay, so every country wants to achieve full employment when all the resources are fully utilized. Okay, full employment, we have what kind of resources? Okay, contohnya, when all the resources, okay, maksudnya kan, when all the resources are fully utilized. Okay, what kind of resources yang you belajar tu lah factors of production, land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. So kita gunakan sepenuhnya, but in reality tak ada negara pun sebenarnya yang full employment. Okay, tak ada negara yang 0% unemployment rate. Okay, unemployment rate tak ada yang 0%. So how to consider negara yang capai full employment? Okay, so actually every country dia mesti akan ada yang menganggur. Okay, in Malaysia sekalipun akan ada yang menganggur. Okay, so kita punya unemployment rate, if the country have dia punya unemployment rate is less than 4%, so we consider the country achieve full employment lah. Okay, sebab apa? Sebab ramai je yang menganggur kan kat Malaysia ni contohnya. Okay, so kita tak adalah sepenuhnya yang bekerja. Okay, banyak lagi hutang kita belum teroka. Itu maksudnya itu bukan full employment lagi, tapi kita consider still full employment when our unemployment rate is less than 4%. Okay, contohnya lah, this is unemployment rate in Malaysia. So unemployment rate in Malaysia is, okay, last adalah 3.4%. So less than 4% kan. So we consider Malaysia still achieve full employment lah. Okay. Contohnya kan yang keluar universiti tak terus dapat kerja. Dia akan menganggur sekejap kan. Itu dikira unemployed. Okay, banyak hutang tak diteroka. Maksudnya the resources are not fully utilized. Okay, tapi still dalam percentage yang sikit. So kita consider our country still achieve full employment lah. Okay, second is to achieve economic growth. Okay, what it mean by economic growth? Economic growth can be described as an expansion in national output over a given period of time. This growth can be measured by calculating the percentage increase in national income for the current period as compared to the previous period. Okay, so how to know our country achieve economic growth? So kita by comparing kita punya percentage increase in national income yang last year dengan yang current year lah. Contohnya last year our national income is, contohnya lah ini dah percentage contohnya lah 2018 is 5%. 2019 is 6%. So it shows our economic growth is increasing, right? From 5% to 6%. So kita achieve economic growth. Okay? The economy must be operating at optimum capacity to get higher economic growth. So kita mesti, resources tu mesti guna sepenuhnya lah to achieve economic growth. And the economic growth of a nation does not move constantly but will experience short-term ups and down called business cycle. So setiap negara dia ada turun naik dia lah dalam ekonomi. Okay? Okay, macam ni. Okay, ada masa ekonomi kita berlaku expansion. Peak ni paling bagus lah. Okay, recession, trough. And dia akan berulang sekali. Dia macam, it's like a wave. Business cycle ni is like a wave. Dia macam ombak macam tu kan. Okay, expansion, period during which aggregate output expands. Okay, pada masa ni, semuanya meningkat. Okay, output bertambah, ramai yang bekerja, banyak kilang dibuka. Okay, and still, total production and still will experience growth in real terms. Recession, period during which aggregate output declines and indicates lower demand, fewer output. Okay, fewer output. Laid off workers can create unemployment crisis. Okay, so pada masa ni banyak kilang ditutup, pendapatan berkurang, output berkurang. So the factory terpaksa tutup. Okay, terpaksa buang pekerja. Okay, masa ni lah unemployment rate meningkat. Peak, highest point of a business cycle, where the business is producing at most full capacity and the economy is at almost full employment. Sebenarnya ekonomi paling bagus lah. Income meningkat, employment bagus, total production tinggi, sales tinggi. Okay? And trough, this is the paling teruk lah ni. Okay? Okay, trough, lowest point of a business cycle where the business is operating at below capacity and unemployment is at a high level. Okay, trough ni paling worst lah. Okay, paling teruk lah. Okay, this is the economic growth in Malaysia. Okay, so performance negara kita macam ni lah. Okay, paling teruk 2008, 2010. Okay, masa ni ramai menganggur lah. Okay. Number 3 is price stability. To achieve price stability. Price stability is to keep its inflation rate as low as possible. What is meant by inflation? Okay. Saya dah explain itu sikit kan. Inflation means a continuous increase in general price level of goods and services in a year. Okay. Inflation occurs when there is an increase in the general price level. Kenaikan tingkat harga barang umum secara berterusan. Okay. Harga barang sentiasa naik. Tapi kalau kita nak capai price stability ni, kita nak dia punya inflation rate as low as possible. Paling rendah. Okay. Inflation can reduce the purchasing power of consumers. Betul lah kan? Okay. Contohnya sekarang. Cuba you tengok value duit RM1 kita macam mana sekarang. Okay, sekarang RM1 boleh dapat 4 kali lipat, 5 kali lipat. Sekarang berapa je dapat dengan 5 kali lipat tu dapat berapa? Dengan harga RM2 kan, betul tak sekarang? Okay. So ada beza dia kan, betul tak? Kalau nilai RM1 sekarang maksudnya dapat kali lipat 2.5 kali lipat, betul tak? Kan? Dulu RM1 dapat 5 kali lipat, sorry. Okay, RM1 dapat 5 kali lipat. Sekarang RM1 dapat 2 kali lipat ataupun 2,5 kali lipat itu je. Okay, itu disebabkan oleh inflation. Okay, an increase in general price level lah, kenaikan tingkat harga barang secara berterusan. Okay, boleh reduce the purchasing power among publics. Okay, inflation can lead to income not rising as fast as price. thereby penalizing certain group of people such as pensioner and fixed income earners. So yang terkesan adalah yang pencen lah ataupun yang fixed income earners. Okay, yang pendapatan dia tetap je every month. Contohnya sebulan gaji dia 2,000. Tapi harga barang sentiasa naik. So ini bagi kesan kepada fixed income earners. Okay. Okay, this is inflation rate. Okay, in Malaysia. Okay, so how to measure inflation? Okay, actually we use consumer price index. Okay, consumer price index. Okay, tengok sini January 2020 1.6%, December 2019 1%. Maksudnya kita punya CPI meningkat. Maksudnya harga barang lagi mahal lah, kan? So efek dia harga barang lagi mahal. Okay, number 4 is to achieve equitable distribution of income. Okay, we want to achieve the equitable distribution of income. Maksudnya, we want to reduce the gap between the rich and poor person. Okay, so how to reduce this gap? Okay, so it is necessary for a nation to ensure that economic growth of a nation is shared equally among the population. Okay, income inequality, okay, is a major concern for policymakers to resolve, particularly in multiracial countries such as Malaysia, Singapore, Australia, and US. Okay, most nations try to narrow the gap between the higher income and lower income group. Okay, this is to ensure that all people are equal in terms of the standard of living. Disparities in income will create social friction and bring out many problems. Taxation and subsidies is the method of achieving an equitable distribution of income. Okay, so how to, actually we want to reduce gap between the higher income and lower income group. Okay, kita nak reduce gap between orang kaya dengan orang miskin. By how? Okay, sebab tu government kenakan income tax. Contohnya by government impose income tax to the higher income group, kan? Okay, higher income group. Okay, contohnya in Malaysia, if your income is nearly 3,000 ringgit, tak salah saya, so you have to pay income tax. Kalau you ada slip gaji, kan, kalau gaji 3,000, okay, you akan dapat e-filing. So you akan kena isi borrow income tax lah. Okay. So maksudnya the higher the income, the higher the tax rate lah. Okay, makin banyak you punya income, makin banyak lagi you kena bayar tax. Okay. So government buat apa dengan tax ni? Government use this kind of revenue to help the lower income group. Kan, government collect tax by imposing tax to the high income group, dan dapat hasil tu dia akan guna untuk buat apa? Untuk contohnya untuk sediakan RMT, rancangan makanan tambahan untuk budak sekolah yang untuk keluarga miskin. Okay, untuk apa lagi? Banyak. Okay, contohnya, okay ni, yuran UiTM kan murah, paling murah antara IPTA, kan. Okay, itu juga salah satu subsidi government to the students, kan. Contohnya yang tak mampu beli rumah, government sediakan rumah PRT. Okay, itu semua subsidi from the government. Okay, macam mana government dapat hasil tu? By imposing tax to the higher income group in Malaysia. Actually, there are many kinds of tax lah in Malaysia ni. Kita ada income tax, itu income tax lah. Kita ada juga road tax, kan. Ada banyak jenis tax kat Malaysia ni. Nanti kita belajar. Okay. Tak saya saya lupa chapter berapa, tapi kita akan belajar. Okay. Okay. Number 4 is to achieve equitable distribution of income. And last is to achieve favorable balance of payment, ataupun to achieve equitable distribution of balance of payment. Okay, foreign sectors ataupun we want to achieve equitable distribution. Okay, ataupun maksudnya sini adalah when export equal to import. What is mean by export? Export means when the money is coming in into our country. Okay, when we sell the products to abroad, so the money is coming in. Kan, bila kita jual barang ke luar negara, kita akan dapat income lah. Negara dapat income. And import means, what is meant by import? Import means when we buy the product from abroad, so the money is going out, duit keluar. Okay. So it includes transactions such as import and export, investment in other countries, and inter-country tourism. Okay. So balance of payment is a statement that records all the transactions between one country and the rest of the world. Okay, if a country faces a deficit, it means that the country will have to borrow from other countries. Okay, sebab bila berlaku deficit maksudnya when import more than export, duit banyak keluar. Bila duit banyak keluar, maksudnya negara banyak berbelanja. Itu yang bahaya. Okay, dan sebaliknya lah. Okay, that's all for chapter 1. So any question, kindly ask me at Telegram group. Okay, Assalamualaikum.